Good evening. If a district attorney has religious views that keep him from protecting domestic violence victims, he should be removed from office immediately.
That's the request filed today by a group of Tennessee lawyers who say Coffee County DA Craig Northcott's controversial views are now a threat to the public.
News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams took the DA's own words to one of the state's top victims advocates. Phil.
Well, Craig Northcott has faced intense scrutiny since being appointed a special prosecutor in a case involving House Speaker Glenn Cassada. But it's his own response to an ethics complaint filed against him that has now led to a call for his immediate suspension.
They are trying to impose upon me a religious and political test for serving in my office, for conducting my job.
That was Coffee County DA Craig Northcott in court last week, arguing that an ongoing effort to disqualify him from the Cassada case was a violation of his own religious rights.
So the social engineers on the Supreme Court decided that we now have homosexual marriage. I disagree with them.
After this video emerged last month showing Northcott saying he would not use the state's domestic violence laws to protect people in same-sex relationships.
There's no marriage to protect, so I don't prosecute them as domestics.
A group of more than 300 Tennessee lawyers filed an ethics complaint against him.
For this district attorney to say that gay people are not deserving of physical safety, because these distinctions are only for physical safety, that's disgusting.
Now Nashville lawyer Sonny Eaton has filed a new request with the board that regulates Tennessee lawyers, saying that Northcott's response to her complaint shows he's not fit to continue to practice law. Quote, Mr. Northcott's written reply removes all doubt as to his current defiance of the rule of law, raising serious questions as to his competency and fitness to practice.
Say that I politely declined any comment on camera, and I would ask you to respect it.
While Northcott has declined our interview request, he told the board that regulates lawyers, quote, my intent was in part to honor what I know has been the desire of the LGBTQ community, keeping the government out of their bedrooms.
I believe the LGBTQ community wants the same protections that are afforded to other victims of domestic violence.
We showed Northcott's statement to victims advocate Kathy Walsh. Her response:
what's wrong with that is the law describes domestic abuse as a crime. When someone places you in fear, when someone abuses you, it doesn't say that they have to be someone of the opposite sex.
Walsh noted that domestic assault laws allow the offender to be locked up for a 12-hour cooling-off period to allow the victim to get out of the home. People convicted of domestic assault can have their guns taken away, and repeated offenses can be classified as felonies with even stricter punishments.
So if you're not being charged with a domestic assault, you don't get the same kind of additional protections. And I think the reason why we have additional protections for domestic abuse victims is because the legislature has realized that these people are in great danger.
Now, in his response to the Board of Professional Responsibility, Northcott also said that he never meant to imply that Muslims don't have constitutional rights. However, he did not deny saying that all Muslims are part of a, quote, evil system, and that being a Muslim is like being a member of the KKK. You can read the DA's statement on our website, newschannel5.com. Carrie?
Phil, thank you.